So the ecosystem tank's been set up for, well, about a month now, just shy of a month. It has gone from strength to strength. I'm so pleased with the start it's had. You know, plants are growing absolutely great. The water's crystal clear, but it's got a little murkiness to it, and that's kind of the tannins coming from the manzanita wood that's in there. So I'd like to do one big water change now, and then that'll be the last one for a long time. In fact, it's only had 2 water changes since I set it up, and in a month for a new setup, I've normally done like 10 by now. So yeah, it's still looking absolutely amazing given that fact. So a few of you, oh, there we go. A few of you noticed this before, hang on. Yeah, so a few of you noticed this before. Basically, I just stick that in the top, and when the water level goes up to those 2 pins, then it touches both, sets off the circuit, makes the alarm sound really loud. So loud, in fact, that I had to wrap it in plastic, or sorry, electrical tape, just to make it a bit more quiet. Click subscribe. There we go, we are looking sick. That looks so good, doesn't it? I'm glad I've done that. Part of me was thinking, no, just leave it, but the tannins that were in there without a water change won't go. So I've sort of just reset it. Normally at this stage, after a big water change, I would put in a load of fertilizers or something like that, but we don't do that in an ecosystem tank. We're not changing the water regularly. The fish that are in there will generate waste. Now they are breeding, and they're breeding rapidly. Let me try and get some nice close-ups. It's really hard to sort of pick them out at the moment because they're everywhere. Like in the foreground, that we've got all the sort of new, well, most mature. So look at that mummy there. Look at mummy, a female, I mean to say. She's ready to go again, and that's the male snakeskin that I absolutely love. But there's like different generations now, absolutely everywhere you look, and that's a shrimp. But yeah, it's looking so good, right? So there's another baby. Look right in the screen in the middle there. Camera's struggling to pick it up. There we go. I'll manual focus it. Look at that. So one of the issues I've got at the moment is that I've only got like 2 male types of ENDLER. I've got 3 male ENDLERs, but 2 of them are pretty much the same, and then I've got the snakeskin. So the babies are going to start looking very similar. I want to increase the gene pool, increase the colours we're going to get. So what do you say we go and get some more fish to add to this tank? After that, there's going to be even more babies, and then it's predator time. But for the moment, I'm just increasing that population just for fun, really. Oh yeah, and also you might have noticed, new merch. We've got Ember on a t-shirt. Loads of you are saying about it. I'll leave links and stuff, and you can go to my site and yeah, buy one of these. They're nice. I mean, who wouldn't want a giant goldfish on your t-shirt? I don't trust that kind of person. And over here are the ENDLERs that I am talking about. You see these here? Really cool looking ones, and they've got standard ones as well. There we go. No, that's not standard. There we go, right in the middle there. I'm now focusing on my finger, we've got standard. So I want to get some of those for just some variation in colours, and they just look great, don't they? Oh, and I tell you what, up here, look, we've got lyre-tailed guppies, which are basically giant ENDLERs. They must have been crossbred at some point. We've got females and males, but they look great, don't they? Maybe do something for them on their own. We have got fish. Let's get them temperature acclimated. Temperature acclimated is such a hard word to say sometimes when you're trying to say it quickly. Right, in you go, guys. There they are. Right, let's leave them for a minute. Recently, guys, we've set up a couple of new tanks in the studio. They're getting along so well that I want to show you. And also, remember, we had babies recently as well. The cribs need an update. So it's been about 5 days since the setup of this tank. Look at how black it is. Now that is a black water tank. I've got to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting it to go quite as dark as that, but you know, it looks awesome, especially with the fish. They're just popping like crazy. I'm really pleased with how the whole thing's turned out though, and you know, the video's doing great. The build video for it, I'll link it up there somewhere. It's doing really well. You guys obviously really enjoyed it. On the surface, black water tanks can sometimes look a bit samey, but I feel like I kind of went a little bit different with this one, creating the, you know, the whole bogwood wall and then the finer sticks all in the foreground. I don't know. I don't even know how I come up with that idea. I just sort of
chucked it in there and hoped for the best. I quite often do that and it works out most of the time. And then of course we've got the nano shrimpscape. That's doing really well. I think this is going to absolutely thrive with shrimp. Well, at least I'm hoping it's going to. But we got off to a great start. They're eating. They seem to be sort of completely settled in. 0 deaths. I mean, you'd expect that obviously. It is a new setup, but I did massively seed it, as many of you saw, with like old sponges and things like that. Right, the time has come. Let's get these awesome ENDLER guppies maybe. Let's get the fish in the tank.
Okay, here we go. Let's put these bad boys in. And they literally are boys, aren't they? Yeah, all males, because we've got plenty of females in the tank already. Be free, my male breeding machines. No, there's one in there still. Come on, there we go. Okay, there we go. Already mixing in with the other males. See that one in the middle, the orange and purple? That's looking awesome already. And then I got these 2 sort of brighter ones at the back. Oh, it's going to be a real struggle to see them all at the moment, isn't it? But you know, we'll give them a moment to settle. And then look at that one there. Look at this one coming forward. Yes. Once they get coloured right up, they should look absolutely amazing. Really hard to... Whoa, look at that. That's a beauty. Come on, it's really hard to focus because the camera wants to focus on every single thing in here at the same time. There we go. I'm sort of getting it now. He looks great, doesn't he? Loads going on. Wicked. That's going to be so good.
Right, so I'm thinking give it a few more months. And this... well, not even that. Probably like 1 month. And this whole tank is just going to be absolutely full of different coloured enders, isn't it? Wow, it's going to look great. So guys, over at the crib tank, it's not good news, I'm afraid. Well, yesterday I was seeing loads of small babies, well they're not tiny anymore, just sort of going all over the tank by themselves. And I thought, okay, they've split apart from the parents now, that's good. And then I've come in today and I can't see any anywhere. Now that doesn't mean they aren't there, it just means they could be hiding in the back somewhere.
Now this isn't all doom and gloom because, you know, like I've said to you guys, this is all a massive learning experience for me. Like I just wanted to let it do its thing, observe it, and sort of learn from it for the next time. So next time I know exactly what stage to either take the parents out or take the babies out. And also I removed the redfin tetras as well. They went back to the shop when I went and got the ENDLER guppies, the new ones in there. I just dropped them off as well. And basically what that means now is we've just got the cribs in here. There's also some Otto Cinclus hiding at the back, petrified. I'll be taking those out as well because they can't do anything either. So I think these guys are actually ready to start making some more babies again. I've seen her going in and out the cave, spitting, rebuilding. So yeah, round 2, I'll just observe it again and hopefully I can make something better of it. I'm thinking though I do want to change the scape up because I want to build something a little bit better for these guys to be able to, you know, raise the young, and easier for me to take them out and the babies out as well. Although saying that, the whole thing is now like sort of algae free almost. There's just a few little sort of wisps on some of the rocks, but overall there's basically no algae. It's probably because I've let the plants grow so much that there's barely any light getting in. So what do you think? Now I've learned how to get them to breed, I know how to make something that will cause them to build their own cave. You know, I've learned a lot from this first go round. Should we change it up again or just leave it, let it go for round 2 and then remove the parents or the babies? I'm new to this, but my gut says change it up, do it again. Get an inert substrate. Inert means there's no sort of nutrients in it. We get that in there, some rocks, some stem plants at the back that just don't need to be planted, just for the greenery and the sort of the comfort and it looking good. I think that's really what I want to do, just create a main cave for the guys to go in. That's the feature, you know, and then build a bank over the top of it of all different plants. But the cave would be, say, that sort of size there. And just go further back so they can come in and out as they... Sorry, I don't know why you're getting mad at me. You haven't even got any babies anymore. Like I say though, I could be completely wrong and they could be hiding all of them at the back there, but it's not likely because yesterday they were all over the whole tank. Fingers crossed I'm wrong though. It'd be nice just out of the blue to see some more just coming out. But if not, I've learnt tons from this first go around. I cannot wait to do it again.
So when it comes to the breeding of the rams, I think we're making some progress. I mean, I can't be certain because I've never done this before, but signs are looking good.
So it would appear that the female look is colouring up really, really well. Look at that, nice good belly on her, really pink. Is that her egg depositor thing out as well? I don't know. Male here as well seems to be sort of preparing this area, this nice little dip. Maybe that's where they're going to make a little love nest. But she looks lovely, doesn't she? Look at how beautiful she is. Really vivid pink now. Belly's nice and rounded, so that's come along nicely. Male is coloured up lovely as well. Come into the light a bit more, buddy. That's it, come up. Look at that. Absolutely stunning he is. So hopefully we'll be able to get some breeding with these guys. Many of you just said, just be patient, it's going to happen. We've got a little bit of cyanobacteria coming along there. I'll nip that in the bud quickly in a minute. That's the only area on that quartz sand, so should be able to get rid of that. It's just directly where the light is hitting as well, so yeah, it's probably a lighting issue. Anyway, so much going on, so much to look forward to, and guess what? The discus tank is empty. Coming soon.